Hey guys, hope all of you are well, and in today's video we are going to discuss one of the questions asked in this year Art and Culture section from GS1 paper. The question is, the rock cut architecture represents one of the most important sources of early Indian art and history. Discuss. Well, before proceed to point out the aspects of the answer, I want to throw light on two aspects, that what the question is not asking, or you can say what you have not to write, and what the question is asking or what you have to write. Well, to say what not asking or what you have not to write, I want to say that I have seen that most of the students have finished writing the answer regarding the features, stages, places, and mainly their answer is concentrate around Ajanta and Ellora architecture. The question is simply not asking about the features. You can mold the features in the answer, right? But you cannot directly turn the answer to the features of the rock cut architecture. Their stages and development. The question is not directly asking the stages and development. Yes, you can turn the answer that how the various stages and development have given information about early Indian art and history. You can write them, but you cannot directly write the answer regarding the features and stages. Right, in that most of the students have written the answer only about Ajanta and Ellora, who is the question is not totally asking. So do not do that mistakes. The question is not asking about the simply features and stages. The question is asking the rock cut architecture represents one of the most important sources of early Indian art and history. Right, that means how the rock cut architecture of early India has given information about early Indian art and history. So what the question is asking is how it informs about early Indian art and history. Here one of the most important things is that early. It is not about the modern Indian art and history. You have not to include all the information regarding modern India. Right? It mainly asking how it has informed us about early Indian art and history. Here the keyword is art and history. We will keep an eye on it, that what this art and history means here. Another keyword here in the question is again discuss. Before going to all these things, let's start with the introduction. So what to write in the introduction? Introduction must have to be crisp. You cannot write a lengthy introduction, right? You cannot invest your time and words in introduction, because words are much precious, right? So introduction is such that it includes all the important points. For example, you have to simply give a definition about the architecture and what are the various stages of rock cut architecture. You can elaborate the various stages, or you can simply write about the development of the various stages. Then importance. So you have to include these 3 points in the introduction, means a short definition, development stages, and importance. So how you can write the introduction? Rock cut architecture carved out of rock in various forms, means it gives a simple definition about the architecture. The rock cut architecture carved out of rock in various forms and developing through various stages. That means you have given a hint regarding the various stages, means you have informed the examiner that it has various stages. If you can find time, or if you think that words permit you, then you can give a bracket here and write down the stages of developing stages of rock cut architecture. There are 3 development stages. You can write them down here within the bracket. Plays a vital role in giving information about early Indian art and history. So this is a simple introduction which has included all the necessary inputs required for the answer. Well, when there are 2 keywords in the question, art and history, let's specify what does art and history mean. When it is said about art, that how the word, this particular word is related to rock cut architecture, and when you what you have to write in this particular context of the answer. So when we say rock cut architecture and the art related to rock cut architecture, what you have to write? There are three phases of rock cut architecture: initial, mid, and later. Right, I have already told you, you need not to mention the development simply, right, but you have to mention, you have to write how this development throughout the stages has molded the art and history. Right, so when we say art, the three different stages of the development of rock cut architecture, and in these three different stages, what are the various forms of art you have evidenced, or how those art has given information regarding the early Indian art. Means how the development of these three various stages of rock cut architecture have given information about the early Indian art. So in the initial period, the development of Chaitya, Bihar, and symbolic representations of Buddha we have evidenced. In the mid phase, ornamental, the simple development of rock cut architecture has turned into an ornamental phase, like facade, elaborate carvings on internal walls of Chaityas, and we have also evidenced the monolithic rock cut architecture. Right, in that way, later period, the structural temple has arrived. That means that all the technical features, all the technical development which have occurred in these three phases, and how they have informed us about art, early Indian art. So you can write artistic fervor and elaborate art, Jataka stories, mural paintings, various forms of Buddha, polishness. Polishness means the fine polishness we have evidenced in the walls of this architecture. Wooden structure, there are some finest sculpture we have found in rock cut architecture, like Nataraja, Shiva. In that way, in this phase, in this point, you can also mention some special rock cut architecture, right? Ajanta, Ellora. Got it? So art means here you have to write the what are the various development phases, and how the artistic fervor of these development stages have contributed to the early Indian art. Means what information we can gather from this, right? So these are the points. You have to elaborate 1-3 lines, or you have to make a 3-4 points including all this, right? So these development stages, right, and how they have informed us about early Indian art. This is the point, this is the requirement of the question regarding this point, art. In that way, when we have found the keyword history, then what we have to write to contribute to this keyword, then how we can connect rock cut architecture to history. Here we have to examine the relationship between rock cut architecture and history in terms of religion, economy, and society. Means how the rock cut architecture has contributed to the early Indian history in terms of religion, economy, and society. Here I have found out some points. You can enumerate or analyze each point. Relationship between religion and economy. There is an intricate relationship between religion and economy, because the development of Buddhist architecture have been possible with the help of the development of trade and commerce. Because of the huge donation by the merchants, we have found the enumeration or elaborate architecture, Buddhist architecture in this period. And most of the Buddhist architecture were situated nearby the trading route. So we can connect the religion to economy. That means the development of rock cut architecture is linked with the development of economy. Right, or we can find out that the religion and economy has an intricate relationship, which in terms contributes to the growth of rock cut architecture. In this way, religious tolerance And what is religious tolerance? There are we have found, for example, Ellora caves. Here, Hindu, Jain, Buddhist caves we have found. In this way, there are various rock cut architecture where the amalgamation of various arts of various religions have been found. Natural sources and topography. The rock cut architecture also throws light on the natural sources, means the materials of the architecture, and topography as well. Topography means the what kind of topography, right? In Deccan Plateau, why in Deccan Plateau, why the development of rock cut architecture has happened? How the natural scenery has contributed to the growth of rock cut architecture, right? In this way, you can elaborate this point. Prevalence of gods and goddesses. In this point, you can say that what are the various architecture and sculpture found in the various rock cut architecture, and what we can analyze from those in terms of the society, right? In that way, these are some points which you can mention in your answer, showing the relationship between rock cut architecture and history. And here I want to say another thing regarding the another directive of the question, that is discuss. Discuss means that you have to analyze, in-depth analysis of the question, showing positive and negative points. And it is obvious that it is not possible to find out the negative points, especially in art and culture. But still, you have to you cannot say negative, but still you can say you have to put some points which are against the question. Against the question means the here it is the question is related to architecture, but you can put a balanced line that though all these architectures we have found, but in some point there is a merging of architecture and sculpture. In some cases there is not a strict line which we can say architecture and sculpture. In some points, especially in the early phases, there is a very thin line between architecture and sculpture. Sometimes they are immersed to each other. Some architecture it has been turned into sculpture, right? But here you have to give also sufficient points to prove that, right? So these are the basic formats of the question. These are the fodder materials which you can include in your answer, but against each point you have to analyze, right? So hope you have been helped by this analysis. I'll come again with another video. Till then, take care and bye bye.